Live. Am I live? Am I live? Am I live?
Are
you live? Are we live? We're live. Hi, Jim.
Hello. I feel out of place over on the other side.
Maybe it's time to try the other side of the bed. No? Live here on Uncle Bill's Silliness Show. We're just here to shoot the shit, and I'm not drunk tonight, so you probably won't have a good time. Not that you have much better of a good time when I'm drinking, but there we go. Jimmy will pick up the slack.
Mm-hmm.
I ran out of booze. All I got left is that bottle of pre-made margarita stuff, whatever it is. So I'm going to drink this and probably have to run to the bathroom because this is at least 4 or 5 years old.
But there's booze in it.
It tastes like there is. It tastes like there's plastic in it too, but there's booze in it. It's a plastic bottle.
All right, then.
There is that, and iced tea, and good spirits all around. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to my channel. They're rolling in now. I saw Robbie was in early, and Scott Nadeau was in as well. Good to see you guys. Sure. And Jim, you want to read down the list? You want to do your thing?
Well, we could try it.
Oh.
Okay. You mentioned Scotty, Robbie from Travel Tech 360.
Don't repeat what I said already. Come on now. What am I paying you for?
Warren, Dr. Show. Hey, AZ Drones. And Jody, good old drone shots, which we still have never seen.
No. We think he exists. We're pretty sure he does.
Johnny Drone Flyer. Charles Galusky. Timmy Jackson from way down under. Maddie's World.
From under. Okay.
From under. And there we go. All those guys are saying hi to each other. I just said
they're so friendly to each other. Doesn't it warm the cockles of your heart?
Well, my cockle's a little lower than my heart, but I saw one. I watched it today too, and I showed you kind of.
Pin there. I'll pin that to the top. There's the link, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have any official guests tonight besides Jim and me. Gemini. My mother was a Gemini.
Two.
Yeah. Two of a kind. We kind of are. And I think I'd like to, I'd like to elevate myself to the Boshart level.
Wow.
Two of a kind. And we're here just to have a little fun, talk a little drones, talk a little whatever you want. Oh, bam! Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from the other side of the world from me, in Thailand, Robbie Gray!
You know I'm going to pop in.
Oh, good. You got the sound. You brought the sound effects with you. I left mine home. Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
How you doing, Robbie?
Doing good. Your timing's perfect for your show because here it's 9:14 in the morning. I've had my sleep. I'm relaxed.
Oh, good. Yeah, you look sunshiny. You look all refreshed and everything. You had that. You had that Sleep Number mattress thing going and dialed up to whatever, and you're looking good.
The thunder woke me up last night. As I came out of the bathroom, my phone clicked, and it was you.
Wait, there was thunder in your bathroom?
There was thunder, and then I went to the bathroom,
and in the bathroom, and then of course you would think of me after you come out of the bathroom. That's kind of disturbing too. You got really white teeth. You know that? I just noticed that for the first time. How much they cost you? They look good.
A lot. Honestly, because people, my dentist says the same thing. What's your diet? And I'm like, chicken. I primarily eat chicken and a couple of vegetables. I'm not a big coffee drinker. I drink some Coke now and then, but I've always taken care of my teeth.
Good for you. That's good. That's wonderful. I haven't. I'm missing a couple, and a couple of marbles too. Jim.
A couple of fries for a Happy Meal too. Mac, hi. How you doing, Mikey? Fly Zone. And Jim from Jim's Droning, just down my street.
That
kind of a highway.
Jim Hi, Jim. Well, it's a long street.
Yeah.
Canada's got some. Canada's big. It's real big. That's right, Robbie. I saw you. I bothered you because what was it? We were in Laura's channel, right?
It was cool. I'd never seen anything like that. So, what is it, like a gaming channel or something?
No, she does whatever, but she did twice a week. Little Llama Laura That's the order you say that, right? Not Llama, Little Laura, Little Llama Laura, good friend of mine, and her man do a channel, and they do twice a week. They do trivia. They've got it's called You Don't Know Jack. I've got a few of the series actually. I did a couple of trivias here. It's fun, and she does it every Sunday and every Tuesday. She'll be doing it again Tuesday.
But it's Zoom, right? It's not.
Well, she uses Zoom.
She uses Zoom. Okay.
She uses Zoom. Yep.
So do you have to have Zoom on your end in order to join?
If you're going to join the channel, yeah. But Zoom's free. You click the link, it'll take you right. You can actually access Zoom right through your browser, but you lose a lot of the features. So you just download the little free Zoom applet, and you can just log right in. How
do they stream with that? Because she's streaming to the YouTube channel. So is it set up in Zoom?
She uses, just like I'm using StreamYard and broadcasting, and I'm broadcasting it in YouTube or Facebook or whatever I choose. She could do the same thing with Zoom. She has a paid Zoom account. Okay. So you could do that with Zoom if you want to play around with it for free, but I think it cuts off in 40 minutes for the free version, and you're limited to how many people you can come on. Zoom is one of the less expensive ones, and yet you can it's less expensive than this, although this is pretty cheap too. But it's less expensive than StreamYard, and you can have like many more people in. You don't have to pay, to the next level to get like she could bring, I don't know, 50, because it's Zoom meetings. That's what it's all about is getting together, Zoom meetings. So that's that advantage, But
it's a cool channel. I like what I saw.
But it works good though. It does work good. So, and I haven't broadcasted with it though because I don't want to pay for it. Maybe someday. Maybe when this is a real channel and I grow up.
When you grow up,
you'll never grow up. You'll get older, but you'll never grow up.
I don't want to grow up. That's what we were talking about.
I was thinking the same thing when you said that. Sing that song.
Yeah.
Toys R Us kids.
Toys R Us kids. We are Toys R Us. Yeah, because. No, I think we might be too old to be Toys R Us kids. I think that came later. We were shopping at Toys R Us for our kids.
Well, my brother bought one of those go-karts they sell. It's got that big ass roll cage, and he's out in the parking lot driving. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? He's like, it's not just for kids, it's for grown-ups too.
Oh, okay. And what's that got to do with him? Ha ha. Anyway,
he weighs 260 pounds.
That's a big kid.
Yeah.
Don't ever grow up. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you recognizing that I'm not grown up, and your confidence meter is high. Put it back up there. You didn't give it to.
He needs to have a floater put in that, Bill, where the meter moves left and right.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, you know what that is. That's Sunrise Water Media stickers.
Yep.
You've seen his videos, haven't you, Robbie?
Sure.
Stickers.
No, Robbie. You've been, and with the confidence meter going on his channel. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, they're funny. He's good. He really is very entertaining.
Remember the mood rings? Remember the rings that were the mood rings?
Sure.
I think they were like controlled by. When I was in second grade, I had some trouble in my school. I kept getting into it with somebody. So my parents put me in private school, and they told me, we're just going to come in and look around. They left my ass and drove off. And as I was throwing the rocks at the back of the car, my mom told me, if you go to school every day for a week, I'll buy you a mood ring. And they bought me the mood ring. I had trouble when I was a kid, man.
I imagine you were throwing rocks at your parents' car.
Yeah, they left me there. They said they were just bringing me there to show me the school, and they dumped my butt. What they did, and this little kid, Terry Key, would come up in his dress shoes and kick me in the shins every day. But yet when I went to hit him, the teacher, Robbie, you're starting trouble again. So after 2 months in private school, I caught him on the playground when he kicked me, and I karate flipped him. And when I flipped him, he landed on the slide. I was in the principal's office, and he was telling my parents, we've never had to kick a kid out of the third grade, but your son's got to go. He's a troublemaker. So they kicked me out, and I was back in public school.
And that's something you would never see that in you. You know that you were such a douchebag as a kid. But I'm sorry. But throwing rocks at your parents' car. You know that was back in the day when your father could punch you in the face. You know,
It was the station wagon.
Get away with it. And he did. You know, and get away with it. You know, that's amazing. That because I might not be here today if I did something like that.
Mudball wants to know. You know, you were throwing the rocks at the car, but what was your mood?
Yeah, and what color were the rocks? Were they showing black or blue or?
All I remember with the back windshield of the station wagon is they were like going down the gravel road to get the hell out of away from the school, and they were like, I bet they were going, we finally got rid of it. You'll probably meet us at the house.
Oh, they drove a station wagon. Yeah, they deserve that rocks thrown at them. I remember those mood rings. It was temperature controlled. You know, they fooled you to. You know, thinking
they bought me more crap to try to keep me in school. They bought me a radio. It was a watch. And the damn thing was about that big and it had a speaker. And it was an actual radio. But, you know, the gift stopped working when I realized what they were doing. They were just trying to get me to go to school. I just didn't want to do it.
Well, your parents were buying you gifts. My parents were knocking out teeth. We had a kind of a different upbringing, I think.
It's funny. You say you were a troubled kid. I'd call you a bastard.
Yeah, wow, that's horrible.
My mom would pay me off. My dad worked for Nestle all his life, so he was traveling from Tennessee to Alabama each day to all the retail stores to stock the shelves for the coffee. And my mom would come home and she's like, here's $5. Go to Charlie's Ice Cream and have dinner. Enjoy yourself. And as soon as I was gone, she would be gone. Not the greatest mother when I was young. She got better, but when I was young, she was a young mother with 6 kids.
I'm sorry. I'm listening to every word. You're a young mother with 6 kids. I'm just kind of I'm doing monkey shines for the chat while you're talking. I don't mean to be rude. I'm sorry. I am listening to every word. I swear to God. It's a very interesting story about how you didn't end up in
prison,
juvie. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I didn't mean to be rude. Go ahead. Your mom was struggling with a kid that needed to have his butt kicked, but that's okay. Because you turned out to be a very nice person and a successful person, married to a nice woman. And
she told me karma would get me when I got older. So I was waiting. My girl did good. Didn't have any issues with that, but you never know.
Oh, it's coming. Karma comes at its own pace.
My mother said my karma would be having kids. So when I had kids, we went to work and left it with her. So she got to look after the kids while my wife and I were at work. So she got to redo her parenting skills with my son.
Wait. So she said the karma would hit you back when you had kids, and yet somehow it hit her again.
Yeah, exactly.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Hey, who's updated their Air 2S recently? You got the new firmware update. Did anybody do that? I did. I did it today. Yeah, and you know what? Be careful, because when I did it, here's my drone message of the day, ladies and gentlemen. An actual drone statement. I updated my drone, and it finally flew for the first time in like 6 weeks. I brought it out to the backyard just to check it out, and I had no left or right, and no forward and back. I don't know. I had to for the first time since I've had the drone. I didn't even do this when I bought it new. I actually had to calibrate my gimbals, my controller, my sticks. Yeah, it was weird. I had no left and right.
You know what? Mine told me to do the same thing. I just turned the damn controller off and turned it back on. It didn't ask me again.
Well, it didn't tell me shit. I just put it up in the air and it wouldn't turn left or right. I
had that issue.
Yeah.
Before I had that issue.
Yeah. Well, I've never had that happen before. But it was like right after I did the update, I took it outside to check it out. So I figured I'm gonna go fly somewhere. Let's check it out first. And glad I did.
You could land it though, right? You could get it to go back down.
Well, yeah, because I was still able to side to side. So I just used my excellent piloting skills, and I brought it around and I hand caught it and I put it down and I was a little distraught. I was like, "What the hell?" And then I did my calibration and it was just fine. And I flew around the neighborhood and bothered my neighbor.
When they fixed the RC Pro to work with the Air 2S, during that firmware when they first set it up. As soon as I did that, I took it out, and I'd actually put those sticks on for the first time. I had them tightened down really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know that story. I took off and it went up, and I couldn't get the damn thing to do anything. Land, move left or right. So I had to grab it and turn it, to get it at that angle to stop the motors to get it down. And it ain't like grabbing the Air 2S. I had the Mavic 3 up that I had this issue with, so it was fighting me the whole time.
Well, I mean, I suppose you could have told it to land and then grabbed it. I don't know, but I had
afraid to hit the buttons.
I had up and down, so I was able to bring it down into my hand, and no, the whole thing wasn't not working, just left and right, and I think forward. So it was odd.
Did that affect your flying ability?
Well, sometimes I like backing into a room, just in case.
That's what they do when they want to add more battery life, give you an extra 10 minutes, just remove the reverse, and
Yeah, I had it in what mode? What mode would that be? Energy saving mode or whatever, sleep mode.
Yeah. I need reverse because, when you fly the hell out too far and you can't find the drone and you get lost and you're like, can I just hit reverse and it come right back to me? So a lot of times I will when I'm flying way out. Sometimes I'll just fly directly out, turn around, and then just fly backwards back if I need to. All
I got to say is I'm glad the thing comes with the little radar thing in the bottom left-hand corner because I can get lost in my own neighborhood. Because I was over here. Why is it getting further away from me? I do that every time because it's over there, you moron. And I said, but at least I know how to read it, so I brought it back. And this would make Lon Denard happy. I did not use return to home to get back to me. So, he's got a thing about people that use return to home every time they fly.
Who does?
Jim
Lon Denard, he was going off on that. And I understand what he's saying. You shouldn't always count on that, because I tell you what, I mean, I make goofy mistakes with everything. And what if you accidentally reset your home point? You definitely need to be able to see what you're doing. And you can always bring the map up too, which I didn't bother. I just figured it out. I do it every time. So I'm used to doing something silly. And I did a little video of the neighborhood, and again, same old boring stuff. And then that's all I did. And I had plenty of opportunities to fly. This morning, the Gone Fishing League went fishing, and I didn't go on the trip. However, I bought the beer and the soda and the water and the food and all that stuff, and used my coolers, and took cash the check, brought the money down and bought their way on the boat and bought the stuff for them. So I was down by the water, by the boats, and I had my drone in the car. Did I put it up? No. And then it's like, okay, I'm talking to Johnny Drone Flyer because he does drones and coffee. That's you, Johnny. I'm looking at you. And he was. I decided to stop because I went the back way to go home. And I was like, oh, let's stop over here. So I stopped over where we had the meetup, at Jensen Beach Causeway Tunnel, Causeway Bridge, excuse me, and then Park. And then I didn't put it up there either. I walked around. I visited the spot the famous spot where the Marcus's drone went into the water. Yeah. So I paid homage and said a little prayer, and then I got back in the car and I still didn't fly the drone, and then I just went home, took a nap. So today he took a nap, got up, played trivia, invited Robbie. He didn't come in because he was making thunder in the bathroom at 3:00 in the morning, and then that was fun though. I have a good time, and Jim joined me. Little Llama Laura, something like that, guys. Check them out. Check her out. But I did manage to fly finally, and maybe I'll show some video. Anyway, so how was your day today, Jim?
Well, you got a couple of pictures of how some of my day was.
It's kind of we must be close or something. Here, let me show it.
Okay. Just
share. So I invite him to come to play trivia with us on Laura's channel. And I guess as a way of telling me he's not prepared to come in, this is what he sends me. So you look surprised at this lather on your face, by the way.
Yeah.
Did someone sneak in the house and put lather on your face?
And then when that was done,
You got some hairy. I'm not done yet. You got some hairy shoulders, by the way. And then a little while later, he sent me this. Nope, that's not what he sent me. Wrong way. Before and after.
That's
Before.
adorable.
Oh wait, shit! You're in the shower.
Yeah,
You sent me a picture, and I didn't realize you were actually in the shower. I'm deeply disturbed now that I just found that out.
Hey, Bill, highlight Scott's comment.
I'm sorry, what?
Highlight Scott's comment that's in here because I want people to see that because that's something I've seen before. Scott Nadua, it says my height altitude is way off. I'm at 10 and it says it's at 2. I want to know what drone that is. That was an issue last year that somebody had with their drone. And the whole thing they were talking about was going over that limit that you were allowed to go over in height because of that. I just want to know what drone that is. There was a fix for that, and I forget what it was, and it's someone else it happened to.
I don't know. I mean, I know mine tells me I'm, depending on where I take off from, if I'm on an embankment and then I'm flying
But
closer
it's like,
to the
but it's like when you're supposed to start off at 0 and go up.
yeah.
He's saying his is all off. So the position for going below, actually, I think the first time I heard this happen is someone said that they went up and it was showing that they were reading negative, minus, not above. They're reading a negative result. When they were
you can get that too. I mean, when I take off from the there's like a boardwalk walkway above the water on the St. Lucie River as just one of many examples, and I take off from there, and then I fly down closer to the water, and it shows negative because I'm below where it originally took off from.
yeah.
It's based. Yeah, in fact, that threw me off because when I went to go under an overpass, I thought I was much closer to the water than I was, because I started about 8 feet off the water, but which isn't a bad thing because it kept me from splashing the drone.
Air 2S. He says it was Air 2S. That first started off, the first time I saw it, I think was on the Air 2. Someone had that same issue.
Did you see that great news? Adrian's going back to work tomorrow.
Is he? Is that good news?
Sure it is. He's been off with that accident, so for him to go back to work.
Well, I'm glad to hear. Is he in the chat?
He might be. He's heading off to bed shortly, but
he was in the chat?
yes.
Oh, okay. You could have come in, Adrian. Little testicle, you. Well, I wish him the best. Back to work. What does Adrian do? Do we know what Adrian does?
He works for a sanitation company.
Oh.
Scott, you should post that, Scott. Post it in a couple of the groups. World Drone, you can put it in Fly for Fun Show. Put it in some of the Facebook groups and see what some of the people say. Because there is a fix for that. I don't remember what it was, but put it in some of the Facebook groups and see who can reply and answer it.
We're getting some big shots coming into the channel. We got like a little shot and a big shot. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in. Good to see you guys. Thanks for stopping in.
Hey, and let's go, Brandon.
All right. How'd your show go today, Art?
Doing well.
I've been meaning to stop in, but you come in at the same time. I'm in Laura's channel playing doing the trivia thing. I'm kind of a co-host in there, so
Oh, cool.
Look what I found. I didn't even know I had this
life
shirt.
connection.
Oh.
Yeah, Stevie Bronx. Yep. I forgot I had this shirt. But
Grumpy Vlogger. Hey, great. My co-host of my Sunday show.
Yeah.
And Mike Roach was there, so it was great having him back.
For a while, yeah.
Good show. Yep.
Good. Welcome in, everybody.
So
how you doing? How you doing today?
The three conservative gimps today.
What do you were? You didn't change since then.
Mike was on hiatus for about a month or 6 weeks. Yeah.
Okay, you're still conservative though.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't talking about the GIMP part. I wasn't going with that. No. How you doing, Dre? How's California?
California's hot.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
It's
what's the
hot.
temperature here? Oh, it's still 80. 10 o'clock, 10:30 at night. It's 80 degrees here.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
84 out here, and this after about 7:30.
That's warm. That's warm. How's Colorado?
It's hot.
Okay.
We were
All
in
right.
the low 90s today, and we were 97, I believe. Yes.
Wow. Got a general consensus here. Robbie, how's Thailand?
Oh hell, it's always hot here, man.
It's always hot in
It
Thailand.
is 81 degrees here.
It's just a moist heat, Robbie. Just a little moist.
No, it's my brother says I just love the heat. I'm like, don't tell me that. You don't know what heat is, dude.
Yeah.
How about Canada, Jim?
Well, it's 64 Fahrenheit right now at 10:38 p.m.
That's good sleeping weather. I
Yeah.
like that.
Mhm.
Okay, so we did the weather. What else is up, guys? Hey, have you guys?
Hey,
have
we
you guys?
got cold front coming from the northwest here, coming through Alaska here, and tomorrow it's going to be rainy with a chance of blustery sunshine. Back to you, Uncle Bill.
Thanks. I'm trying to figure out what blustery sunshine is, but thank you so much for sending it over to me. And I think you're blustering sunshine up my butt. But anyway, how about Dre? Do you have an Air 2S? I forget.
No.
I didn't think so. Yeah, I didn't think so. And Art, you have an Air 2, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so it probably didn't affect you. Did anybody else have that problem when they updated the app
That's
they
not
had
the problem you describe is not unusual. I think it's when you do a firmware update, and I think there's another mode that takes away the lateral movement of the drone.
Yeah, I don't remember doing it before. For me, I think this is the first time, as far as I recall.
I think a few months back that caught a lot of people off guard when it first got released, and they were going through updates and then some other kind of mode. I forgot what mode they were in, but it took away the lateral movement. They had to take it out of that mode, and then you would regain that lateral. To be honest, the yaw for us.
The first thing I tried was I shot it over. I put it over to what do you call pedestal? What do you call cinematic? And then it's the switch I'm using, on the control, and it made no difference. I put it on, but I had lateral, but I didn't have left or right. It was odd, but it came back, and everything's good, and it flew good. And I didn't really have much to shoot, so I did a roof inspection. Of my
All right.
Yeah. You guys want to see it? It's kind of boring.
I flew today as well. I flew the Mini today.
Did you?
So
good.
Yep, gotta get a little review on it. So part 1 goes out tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Eastern time.
That's you got that at the auction?
Yes, I did. Yep.
Cool. That's the original Mini.
That's correct.
I haven't flown that. How'd it fly? How'd you do?
It flies pretty darn good. It's we had one issue for a brief second that we lost a signal, and it came right back, and we were good to go. And boy, that thing is speedy when you get into sport mode. I mean, it hauls over 30 miles an hour. Yep.
That's great. Yeah, we talked, little Laura Laura into.
Whoa. Are you doing that, Jimmy Stewart? You sound like I drove my Stewart. A little bit there,
She got herself her first actual cinematic drone. That wasn't a toy, but she got the SE. And she's been flying it and putting video up, and very, very happy with that. So even though she's
had llamas, good.
Yeah. So she's now a new and improved drone channel.
Oh, good.
Anyway, look at this. We got 33 people in here. What's going on?
Oh, awesome! Wow,
Yeah.
that's big time for you.
Holiday tomorrow. Everybody's off work.
We got Tim Jackson and Susan and Sergio. And Travel Tech. Who the hell is that? We got Tim Jackson. We got this.
Tammy
Anyway,
Jean.
Tammy Jane, what's she saying? No, she's saying hi to everybody. Everybody's so nice. Everybody's so nice. So anyway, so what do we got? What do we got? What else we got today? Who flew today? Did you fly today, Dre?
No, I didn't fly today.
No, it's Sunday. You fly for a living. You're not going to do that today.
Yeah, I mean, I have flown. And usually, I do fly. I fly on weekends, usually Friday, Saturday. And if I have to go back and finish up some work, I'll take a Sunday in there. But no, I'm not flying this kind of heat unless I'm getting paid for it for sure.
Okay, all right.
This type of weather is a kiss of death.
Yeah, it's not as fun to fly when you're looking up and the sweat is getting in your eyes while you're trying to keep track. Trying to fly the drone. Yeah,
I've been spending this weekend mainly working with these cameras I picked up. So that's what I'm using right now. Is my webcam is one of these Mevo cameras. So I'm using that.
Which one is that?
It's the Logitech Mevo starter cameras. I bought the 3 camera pack, and that's what I did the live stream with yesterday. And I, like I said, dove into it last night and figured out how to run it through my computer as a webcam. So that's what I'm
Coming
using
through
now.
great. Looking good.
Yeah.
no, it looks good. That's why I made you solo. You look nice and clear.
Yeah.
It's you got it on the take 10 years off mode, right? I see that.
So I look only 50 today.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which one is this? He doesn't look that young. Relax. Oh,
Holy crap.
I took you out by mistake. Sorry about that. There we go. Hey, which camera is that?
It's the Logitech Mevo starter. And you can buy them in a single package, or you can buy in a 3-pack. I bought the 3-pack, and like I said, what I like about them is they're wireless. So even when I take them out to the field, I'm not running any cables to anything. Everything works wirelessly through either whatever your hotspot is, or you can use your phone as a hotspot. They do have slots for SD cards in case you want to, capture what you have and then edit it when you go back home, or you, like I said, yesterday I live streamed it yesterday morning. So yeah, not too bad. So I just got to figure out on the mics part. I have a Movo wireless mic set up, and like I said, this goes to show how you can think about some things and forget about the others. I put new batteries in the receiver part, but I didn't change the batteries in the transmitter part. So I was getting a breakup, but I got to figure out, was that battery related only, or like I said, when you're using Bluetooth on the mics, you only go so far. Usually after about 15 feet you start getting breakups. So I may have to start stop pacing around when I talk. Just gotta kind of stand still. Yeah, stand still. And go from there. So I might pick up one of the Rhodes wireless kits, the Rhodes Go, and let's see how they work out. Kind of so they have a little better signal ratio than the Movos do.
Yeah, I'm looking it up here. That's $1,000 kit you bought there.
I didn't pay that much for it.
$973 at B&H. That's what
I didn't pay that. I didn't pay that much for it either.
Yeah. It didn't come off the back of a pickup truck or something.
I'm not saying a word.
Enough said.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been looking at them for about a month and a half, because I was looking at either upgrading to another DSLR, and I was looking at the Canon 50, I think it's 450, whatever it is, and I was looking at maybe something else. And then I said, I want something I can take out in the field too and record. Right. I got a monopod slider, I got the Richter slider, I got this big old Moza gimbal, all this stuff, man, and I got to start using it. Got to start using all this stuff. I got all this equipment. I got to start getting it to use.
No, it says, I guess it's 1080p. And the advantage not only wireless is the fact that it's battery pack, and you can take it on the. How long does the battery last?
5.5 hours.
Oh, it's continuous use.
Continuous use, 5.5 hours.
That's very impressive.
And that's streaming. 5.5 hours of actual streaming.
So it's almost one of my shows. That's brilliant. That's really
Mhm.
And like I say, like right now, I have it set up on desktop, so I use USB-C cords, and I keep them plugged in like there, so they're constantly the battery being charged. But like I say, having 5 hours out in the field, that's a gold mine. I don't think anybody's doing that much work out in the field. Like I said, I was out yesterday. I think I was live streaming for about an hour, 15 minutes live streaming to the wireless mic went dead on me. So yeah. I'm been impressed so far.
I mean, it has a mic as well, right?
Yeah, they do have built-in mics on them, but they're so sensitive they pick up too much ambient sound. So that's why you want to go with a leveler mic system, so you can knock out a lot of the ambient sound around you. Because you saw yesterday my live stream, I was on the job site, so I got guys driving by me with backhoes, with extended lifts and everything else. All that kind of stuff. But you didn't hear it as much because of the mic system I was using.
That's great.
But my goal is now is to figure out how I can incorporate streaming with the drone into this ecosystem that it has. So I could be switching camera angles, and hopefully, if I can figure it out, also be able to switch over to a drone perspective also. So you can do a full blown show right there on the spot. That is my ultimate goal.
Well, I mean, I guess you can do an RTMP server on your
Yes. It does a lot. Yeah, the software that comes with it that you download through Google Play and iOS store does have it streams automatically through Facebook, YouTube, Venmo, Lincoln.
Well, I was thinking what I was thinking as a way to put it all together is to set up on your base, because you work with a base station like that, right? With a I mean, I don't know if you have the ability to set up an RTMP server so that you can receive the signal from the drone as well as from your camera.
Well, that's what I want to see, because if I can do that, I can tie the camera in, because this thing does stream out RTMP itself. So if I can just incorporate the feed from the drone into the same ecosystem the cameras are on, that'll be golden.
That'd be great. That sounds good. Put your bird away.
That's money.
Wow, look at it. He's pretty. Let's bring him up. Look at colors.
I had one just like it.
He's about 3.5 months old, 4 months old.
Wow. What's his name?
What is it?
His name is Money.
Is that the bird? Oh, that was Uncle Bill. That was Uncle Bill. No, that's what the burp is. I thought the bird just burped.
How sensitive this microphone is. I
was gonna say that's awesome. The bird can burp at that tone level. That would be awesome.
Hollywood cracker.
He's gonna poop on your keyboard or your neck.
That was Art that likes crackers. Okay, we got. What is he? Does it? What kind of bird is that?
It's a Corona.
A what?
Corona parrot.
Very cool. Do they have the ability to learn to mimic that? To speak.
Oh,
to speak?
Yeah, they're big talkers, but he's still young. So
It's an attack bird.
His wings. He's learning his wings, but he loves to roll around on my desk. So I printed out this. I'm printing the top part out now. That way I don't have to explain what the cup is for. That way he doesn't get anything on the desk.
Okay, cool.
He likes to sit on the desk and run around on my mouse pad, because I got one of these big wide mouse pads, and I've had to replace one because now and then. Usually if you we feed him and put him in the cage for 20 minutes, and he'll go to the bathroom in the cage, and then we can let him out. It's just each time we feed him afterwards for a little while, you don't want to have him out after you.
Yeah.
You're kind of like Jim Boshart,
You fill me up, I got a purge.
Oh, I have to thank you though. I do, because I'm going to remember at 40 minutes and about 40 seconds. That is going to be my thumbnail for my from my stream next week. It's a bird attacking your face. That was beautiful.
Yeah, he's learning. He's learning to where he can fly now. So he's all happy that he can get around. Of course, we keep all the doors shut, away from there.
Good
Because
idea.
one day he did get out. So I'm grabbing a stick, and my wife's like, "Put that stick down." It was a broom. I was just gonna get him off the top of the truck, and she's like, "No, let me show you how to do it. Come here." And it, of course, flies to her because she'll take him out of the cage and rub him until he goes to sleep. And I'm like, "Okay, I feed him 3 times a day, but you're still the damn favorite."
Mm-hmm.
He's nice to have around because I'm home all day long, all day until about 6 o'clock at night. So from 8 to 6, it's just me. So it's kind of nice having somebody else here and he's getting a little bit of an attitude. I turn on some music. He likes country music. He'll move his head and jump around. But it's funny because like I put Lady Gaga on and he hears the tone and he'll start looking at the speaker and trying to learn what the tones are.
I think another 2 months he'll start throwing stones at your car.
If you played Grateful Dead music, you'll probably say, "This music sucks."
That's I don't get that.
Yeah,
was
the
that
U.S.
joke?
are really expensive. The birds are expensive in the U.S.
Oh,
My
yeah.
ex-mother-in-law had some, and I think this bird was like $60 here,
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
$60. Not expensive at all. And I put him outside in the cage, and all the little birds in the area, they'll come over by the cage. They can't get in it. But my fear is of leaving the cage outside because my wife will take him and put him in the cage and put him like on our carport and go to work. Well, if I sleep in him, I have to go out there and take that cage off because we have these huge Komodo dragons.
Oh,
And they can
yeah.
climb they climb a 10-foot cement wall that's around my subdivision, and I'm like the house next to the wall. They'll climb over and they'll knock his cage off. And if they can get the cage off and where it opens, they'll eat him.
Sure.
Mm.
He looks delicious.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to do
Good
that.
colors now. He didn't have a lot of colors when I got him. I got him a little over a month ago, and now he's really starting to get a lot of reds and yellows and stuff in.
Very pretty. And you guys have like saber-toothed tigers and stuff over there, don't you?
On the other side of where the jungle part is here. One day I went driving to fly, and I thought, hey, I'm going to go down this little pathway. There was water here, and I went down, and of course, they don't cut the grass, so you got all that grass that grows in the cement. And as I start going, I look over to the left, and I see something that's sticking up out of the water, and it looked like a foot or something. It was like real big, and I got to looking. It was a python.
Ooh.
So he saw me and went back under, and I was like, okay, I'm sure going this way. So I start driving, and then up out of the grass, over in front of my motorcycle down in, is a Komodo dragon about 9 foot long. And I'm like, shit, do I go forward or do I go backward? They're everywhere. So I went to the end of the road to turn around. The dogs that are laying around that usually bark and try to chase you, they were all calm until I got to the very end to turn around. And here come a dog from a guy's house chasing me. He barked, warned the other dogs. So as I'm driving back, I've got all these dogs coming in. I'm driving in a 6-foot cement area. But when you hit that horn on that motorcycle, it puts a dead stop to that dog because they just like bounce the opposite direction. So I'll never be going down that road again.
Where you live in a wildlife preserve? You got dinosaurs and
I actually live on the edge. I live on the edge of a small fishing town. So if I go left, I'm right there in the city. If I go like right, it takes you directly out to the ocean, the seaside where the ocean is. And that's where all the boats go out and bring in all the shrimp and all the fish. So it's kind of unique because it's kind of like you're driving through a kung fu movie. It's like the 1940s. Everything's kind of old out there, and it's unique.
Was everybody kung fu fighting?
No, there was no kung fu fighting. No kung fu fighting.
Look at him flying around there. He's got to learn not to get. He's got to learn not to get between you and the back of your chair there. That's making me nervous.
He always goes for the top of my head. he'll jump on. I'll have to move him.
Mhm.
He's back there now.
looking for attention.
He's,
Oh
he's-
yeah,
He's going to
He's
start
giving you
getting
and
earlobes.
scratchy back.
never make a mess. As long as I feed him and keep him in the cage for a little while, never really have an issue. But he does like sitting on my desk. And when you guys talk, he can hear you. So he doesn't really know what he's looking at, but he can hear y'all's voices. So I can't get him to stand on anything. So I found this design on the 3D printing website. So I got the base done, and the T is being printed now on the printer to go on top of this. And I'm hoping that I can get him to sit there and go to sleep, because he will lay on my shoulder and just go to sleep and not move.
I got to get you an eye patch.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. A little hook on your hand.
But he keeps jumping in my face,
Army.
and hell, I may need one.
Yeah. Arr.
Well, you know what kind of socks pirates like to wear? Argyle.
Oh gosh, I remember that other joke when you said that about this music sucks. That's an old joke. What did two potheads say at the Dead concert when they ran out of weed?
This music sucks.
That's it,
Yep.
dude. This music
Yeah.
sucks. Yes, that's the
Yeah,
joke.
I told that when I was on Bill's show. It was the day that I got let go, and he made me, he got me on the show, and he had his Grateful Dead shirt on, and that joke just popped in my head.
Very cool. So we've had show and tell with the pets and
Yeah.
expensive cameras. And by the way, here, I'll show and tell. I think I brought this up before. I know I have. See, this is what you need to add to that very expensive camera system. It's this wireless microphone lanyard that I got from B&H, and it plugs into cell phones. It probably won't work. But it's USB-C. You got a USB-C port on those things?
Yeah, I do.
It might work. I don't know. I mean, that's what this does. It plugs into the USB-C on the bottom of your phone, and it's 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi lanyard that you put here, and it's $30 from B&H. This whole system, the whole
Wow.
system, batteries and all, for $30. And I figured for that kind of money, if it was just mediocre, you're way ahead of the game. So I'm gonna,
Yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean. So I'm gonna give it.
Audio really makes a big difference. My audio is not that good out of the camera that I've got for here. I'll tell you who I think has got really good audio. Dobo's got awesome audio on his channel.
Yeah,
When he speaks, I mean, it's like, God, it's like, I don't know. You need to find out what he's using.
Mm-hmm.
The Dobo.
yeah.
Yeah.
He spent a couple dollars, I think. But yeah. You think hearing his voice nice and clear makes this show better?
Okay, come here. We're going through this is the fly zone, Sergio. He's doing his flying.
All right, I'm doing an unboxing right now. I just opened it up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what Jesus. Oh, and it's got a nice little case. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
That was
You know, it comes with this little bag of silica candy, which is nice.
Oh,
Yeah, like that. Always like that. And boy, you don't get a lot in the box, for $30. That's some foam, and that's $30. You got that. I got the world's shortest USB-C cable.
Yeah,
Probably
they really
about
spend money on that, don't they?
they went all out on that. Who doesn't have a dozen of these laying around? But yeah, look at it. If I can fit it right on screen, that's the entire thing. Right there.
Is it Type C?
Yeah, actually it is. Look at that modern technology.
Improvement, yeah.
Yep. So everything fits inside this little hamburger holder.
Polly Pocket.
It's got a zipper. Here, let me bring- yeah, let's go. As long as I'm doing an unboxing, let's go like this. There we go. Okay, here it is. Nice little case, because you need a case for this. And you open it up, and that's what you see inside there. And then you take out the two major parts, this thing, and then this thing. And this thing, number two, let's see. I'm going to open it up eventually. Come on. All right, well, at least I know it's not used. You get a lot of used stuff from Amazon. And that's the part you plug into your phone, clearly. If I take the phone, it's not very obtrusive. And this for those of us who can't afford expensive wireless cameras. Ugh. Here's the phone. There's the USB-C. Plug her in. That's not bad. It's not going to cause an issue. My phone doesn't know it. And then the other part, which is the lavalier.
Laura's not bad, Bill.
What's that? Hi, Laura.
Laura.
What are you doing? Geez, it's like 4:00 in the morning there.
Yeah.
It's got your little clip.
Maybe she's making thunder too.
It's a clip at your tip. It's got a little foam anti-wind thingy.
Yeah,
You plug in your thing to charge it there, and then that's it. I wonder how you turn it on.
Yeah, download an app.
It says I have a new call. All right. Well, my phone doesn't know what's there. I'm not going to go through all this now to figure out how to use the thing. But I will.
Interesting problem. I think most phones have fairly decent mics on them, though, nowadays.
They do. They do. But if I'm holding it, even if I'm holding it far away, it picks it up pretty good. But you pick up a lot of wind noise. I was hoping to having something like this. Maybe I'll get a little. I have some around here somewhere. I bought a bag of small dead cats that would probably fit on this.
Right. Yeah, I did that too.
They're dead kittens, I guess.
Yeah, dead kitties. Yeah, and the clip works. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the clip works. So that's all I know.
Hey.
It's something you don't get a lot nowadays. Paper instructions. All right, let's get me off this solo stupidity. Here we go. Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Okay, and the instructions are very clearly in Chinese, so that's helpful.
Oh, outstanding. Get a little international flavor with it, huh?
Actually, it looks like every page is Chinese. Oh, wait, no, halfway through, we got some English here.
Oh, does it have Tagalog in it?
Oh, it does have buttons. Where the hell are the buttons? It says reset button. I don't see any buttons on this thing. It looks like a solid piece of plastic. Let me see.
Is that because I won the last game, Laura, that you can't get any sleep?
Well, maybe you ought to try counting llamas.
Just the little ones, Art?
Yeah. Bad. That's bad.
All right, that's on the microphone. Reset button. Oh, transmit reset button, and there is one on the receiver. Okay, but they're hiding it somewhere apparently. Huh. Well, guys, I'll do a little video, I think, for this. I'll let you know what your $30 buys you.
Okay.
I've heard good reviews on that, Bill. I've recently there's been a lot of stuff out on that exact product.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure this is put up by several different companies under different names. This is Lavokol, Lavokol.
Oh, okay.
So
Is that like Cepacol?
Yeah, I didn't know. They probably had a Scrabble set, drop some,
I like Rico.
Oh,
Rico.
There you go.
Uh-oh, copyright.
well,
Advertising.
Bill doesn't have to worry about that.
All right. Perhaps I need to charge it. It'll probably work better when it's got some juice.
This week, an old man attack.
Yeah.
Okay. So what else is new, boys and girls? That was my unboxing. That was very exciting, I thought. Who's got some video they want to show? Anybody? Bueller?
Well, I've got a nice sunrise video from Lake Harbor if you want to play that.
No.
Need to get the link?
Sure. Send me the link.
Alrighty.
How about you, Robbie? You been flying lately?
I didn't fly yesterday. I've been flying just about every day. I've been
Cool.
going to kind of the same area. I need to find some new spots to go to, but I like driving. I like getting on the motorcycle and taking. I got to get something where I don't have to wear. I put it all in my backpack and then get on the bike and go. I wish I had like saddlebags for the bike where I could get the stuff in, where I could just get on the bike and go, have a little freedom and don't have to take the backpack with me.
What bike do you have?
I've got a Rebel, Honda Rebel.
That's cute. No, I'm kidding.
Honda
Rebel.
It's not a big Harley. It's a full size bike, but it's got like 300cc motor. But it's more than I need. Hell, I can get it up to. I've had it up to about 90, 95. Come here, bird.
Wow. On a Rebel, you're crazy. Look at
There's
that.
a
But I
link.
like
I put it.
It sets low with a seat, and it's got a big seat. It's really comfortable bike.
It's charging. Okay, there we go. Okay, you put the link in, did you?
I put the link in the chat, and I also sent you a link through Facebook Messenger.
Okay. All right, whose music is that? Marty.
Oh, it's epidemic because it's not crap.
Well, unfortunately, it's crap to me because I don't subscribe to Epidemic, so I cannot.
Oh, okay.
I can't play.
All right, go ahead, and then I have no problem if you don't
We'll
want.
just sing along, you know.
La 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 la.
Tra la 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 la.
Wait, I forgot. They gave us music now here even in our free version of
StreamYard.
StreamYard. Yeah. Where is it? Under brand. Okay. So is this like this kind of music?
Well, that sounds good.
I think this will work good. This is called Daydreaming. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle your seatbelts. We're going to do a little smooth sailing down the river. You know, literally, because here's Art's video.
The reflection of the clouds on the water.
Yeah, it's a little jittery. I think at about 300 feet, I think it got a little breezy up there.
Coming down. Ooh,
Holy smokes!
Whoa.
What, that's
Fall
was it
out
a-
of the sky?
what an aggressive landing that was.
Well, I sped up the video because it's a 10-minute long video. Oh yeah, I like Charles Galuski, WKRP Venus. Watch.
Yes, that was the mini. The original mini.
Everything with art is mini.
Ooh. No, that's not what she said.
I was, just-
Oh!
oh, I was going to say, you got some insider information there?
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Nah. All
It's
right.
Uncle Bill tonight. ASMR.
Queuing something up. What are you doing there, Bill?
Well, I got some video. You could see,
Flight today?
yeah, it's nothing exciting. Hold on.
Well, then you need to edit it and add some music to it. Then it will be exciting.
Why? When I got dance pop.
Oh, I thought it was K-pop.
Bop. Bop.
Just don't pay. Play whack.
And we good. Hi, Mike. How you doing, brother?
What's going on, people?
Peeps.
My
Hey,
dad
I got a video with GPS in it too.
There's my dogs right there.
DJI anyway.
Earth.
Let me see. This is nothing. Nothing. Oh, here's where I was fishing the other day. All right. It's something interesting. Well, like that went along the canal. This is Port St. Lucie. Yeah, not very exciting. Now this is an interesting parcel here. It's almost 10 acres, 9.8 acres available, and half of it's water. You know, as you can see, it's just odd for there to be a parcel this size in a town that's developed. You know, and someone apparently tried to develop it at one time.
So that's the typical swampland in Florida for
We have a
stuff.
lot of that up here.
Look at this. Because that's gotten really, really bad. When I first got my house, when I first got my drone and discovered that this property was back here, which is funny because it's 2 blocks from my house. It wasn't nearly that bad.
How accessible is that property, like, to go drive up to?
It's fenced. They have a fence around it,
You know?
but you
It
can.
looks like a good spot to, like, FPV, like an exploration FPV type thing, you know what I mean?
You can definitely get in
Tiny
there.
boob, you know, something small you can go out and fucking explore with.
It's a fixer-upper.
So the only way to
Just
then
big enough to hold all the fucking shit you need for good GPS and good fucking, you know, video system and go explore. 3-inch fucking, you know, Cinewhoop type thing, some shit. That'd be cool.
the only way to get there is by boat.
There was, and I'm not getting it from this angle. There's actually a mattress inside this thing.
Ah,
So someone was squatting in there, but it's probably not even good enough for that. And this was not collapsed the last time I checked this property. You see the garage thing here? That wasn't collapsed before. So it's falling to pieces. There's
what's
power.
that, the
You see-
lamppost thing?
yeah, I was just going to say there's power brought to the property, obviously, because you've got a light post. It'd be interesting to look into this and see what the whole story was.
What's the gator to human
Right here.
Yep. It could be yours for 20 grand.
No. Yeah, there's another building there which I just glossed over, which is like a barn. But yeah, this stuff's all collapsing now. It wasn't nearly this bad when I first videoed it.
Right?
So what's that property worth? You said 9 acres.
9.8 acres. Yeah. Well, I mean, how buildable is it? I don't know. That's pretty wet.
Yeah, it's like way worse than
said-
Michigan wetlands. I'll tell
Like
you what.
60% water.
Wetlands here. It's those wetlands. You ain't building shit. Houseboat.
But the property values here just have gotten insane. You know, my house is literally 5 times what I paid for it now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. The rental properties up here, and I'm looking to move in the next like month and a half, and fucking the rental properties up here are like extremely crazy. I don't know. We'll see.
In a nice neighborhood, you know, it's okay here. So. But anyway, like I said, it'd been so long since I flew. I just wanted to throw the drone up in the air.
Cool.
Yeah.
You're
Basically
lying.
what I've been doing, man. Trying to fucking get back in the, like, just in the feel of it, you know? Just get the ambition to fucking go out and fly some more, you know? Had some crazy weather lately, and motivation went down for us up here in Michigan. Fucking it's been cold and crazy weather, and now it's raining, and it's hit and miss to even get out and fly. So
You can see how high the water is in the canals, so it's been raining quite a bit here.
seems like every time I charge up my packs to go out and try to get some flying in or this or that, it's like the fucking weather changes and it's all rain and shit like that. You're like, fuck, dude, I did all that work to charge them up. Now I got to discharge them so that they don't fucking explode in my fucking house and burn it down. And it's like, it's just a constant struggle anymore.
You can see what a disaster my backyard is because of my dogs. I don't even bother.
Hey, Bill, do y'all have gators in those canals?
No, I've never seen one. I've never seen one. I'm not saying they're not there, but I've never
You
seen
don't
one.
spend a lot of time in the canal, though. He stays out the canal. You go to the big water where it's easy. I'd rather deal with sharks than gators.
When I lived in Tampa for a year, and I lived between golf course was on one side, and then there was my road and another road. And I was out walking one night, and a girl asked me, she said, "You need to carry a flashlight." And I said, "Why?" And she pointed it on the road, and there was a big gator in the road. I was like, "Oh boy." She said they crossed from the golf course over the roads.
There's my
Wetlands on both sides of a road that cuts through, right? You're just trying to cross, bro. I'm just trying to get to the next spot. There's fish over there.
There's my modern technology for my television reception right there. You like that?
Holy hell, dude.
Is that a volleyball net?
That looks like the shit we used to hook up to our TV back in the day with foil.
Yeah. No, that's an HD receiver.
That's your digital
You
antenna.
get
Fucking
signals from
directional you
Cuba.
can get, man. If you can rotate those antennas a little bit, like in the paradox, that'd be even better. But you know what I mean?
Well, they're pretty.
Directions fucking coming in from antenna. Then
You can move them, but I have them set in the direction of the transmitters. They're almost like exactly due south from
right.
here. You know, so. But anyway, no, I pick up 40 some odd stations with that. I mean, 20 of which are worth watching, and then I do, I have some streaming and like that. So I'm a cable cutter. So what do you got here, Mike?
And just some shit I was playing around. I built an 18650 battery, like a 4-cell, for the 4-inch long range Flywoo Explorer. So it's a lithium ion versus lithium polymer. So it's supposed to be like longer run time. So just playing around in the backyard and screwing around, flying, trying to get it working and making sure things are working right. It's actual DJI goggles. So this is pretty much exactly what I saw when I flew. There's no like latency but yeah, just playing around the neighborhood. You were asking for fresh videos, so thought I'd throw something up.
No pool.
It's gonna suck. We got about a month and a half to move out of here. The landlord decided she's gonna sell the place, so.
Oh, it sucks. You just got there.
Yeah, dude, we haven't even been here a year yet. Yeah, it'll be a year in July. So.
Didn't you do a lot of fixing up in that property for her?
I haven't done a whole lot. I started to, but you know. Yeah, I did a little bit. But
good thing.
Yeah, well, that was the whole thing. Once it was in my name and in the buy thing, I was planning on doing a lot more. So I was starting to get, a little bit here, a little bit there, appease, and kind of get set up to do things or whatever. Like I got some carpet and some pad and stuff for some areas to fix up and all that kind of shit, and painted a bunch of stuff. And so I've done some cleaning up, and the grass was tall and lots of weeds, and so I've done some work. But yeah,
and smoked it.
I smoke plenty all the time. We're Michigan medical marijuana here, recreational as well. So I mean, it's just as legal as it is there, Boshart, Canada. Yeah, smoke as much as you want, bro.
It makes me puke.
Yeah, I've been smoking a long time, so
very cool.
Less and less more nowadays, just because it's like, I don't know. getting obsolete. Your body gets so much of a tolerance, it just doesn't seem to do it anymore.
Oh, do you get high, Mike? I wouldn't have guessed.
Yeah.
Well, have you thought about buying the property?
Well, she doesn't. She offered to give us time to buy the property, and she was going to do another year's lease about a month ago. And then last week she came over and she's like, "Well, I got to sell her kind of this and that and the other thing." So that
No, yeah, she's got to sell it because she's taking
us an opportunity. Basically, we don't have time.
Right. She's taking advantage of the real estate prices. You know,
Yeah,
she doesn't need to live there, so she doesn't care.
right.
You know, I mean, I could walk away with a couple $100,000 from this property allegedly.
Right.
But then where am I going?
Yeah.
You know?
Old folks home.
Well, there is that.
It's a nice property, man. I wish I could stay here. I'm standing on the back, right there by the back porch. I got steel roof on this whole place, and I was flying across the street behind me with patch antennas and all that with DJI goggles, and you see the clarity. That's the same thing I got in my goggles. It's straight record. This is DVR from the goggle. So
I was going to say, yeah, this is from your. You're not
DJI a 1080 goggle, you know.
Mhm.
So it's a little bit better than your analog and shit like that. But yeah, I tried to do a flip, and because it's an 18650, it doesn't have like the punch out like your lipos do. Your lithium ion don't have the power. You know what I mean?
Right. You can't punch out.
It's been more for long range, so the flip was like, oh, it didn't have enough quite to catch it. So
that's an 18650 drone, really? That's
so the battery that ran on that is 4 18650 batteries. Let me pull it. It's on the drone stuff. So
that's really unusual.
this is the actual drone. So it's just a little 4-inch.
Oh,
It's the Flywoo Explorer. But so your vape batteries that you use, the 18650s,
Mhm.
I made my own. So I just took
Awesome.
4 batteries, series circuit them. You got your balance lead onto it so that you can balance charge and everything else. XT30. So up to like 20 minutes of flight time on this little thing.
I was going to say really long flight time.
Yeah.
Just
As long as you're just cruising. I was pushing it here and there, kind of pushing fast, so it sucks it down a little bit more. But if I was just long range cruising, trying to go for distance, they say up to like 20 minutes of flight time on a slow fucker.
How fast will that one go, Mike?
Probably about 45, 50 mile an hour, something like that. Yeah. So I mean, the battery's almost as big as a drone.
Wow.
yeah.
That really must.
So it's got GPS capability. It's got long range. It's DJI, so it's DJI goggles, the V2 goggles, and then your data flight fucking firmware and whatnot, and motors, and everything you saw from the video was straight out of that camera right there. 1080 fucking because of that little receiver. Box. And it's got the long range. It's crossfire. That's what the antenna off the front is there. Comes across crossfire. So crossfire is rated at like 10 kilometer, 6.3 miles or some shit. Clear line of sight. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just playing with some lithium ion packs instead of some lithium polymer, you know, a little bit safer. They're a lot safer.
That's pretty cool. Because they are. Yeah, they're less likely to explode.
They just don't have to punch like your lithium polymer, your lipos that we play with normally. You're getting 100C punch, so I mean it'd be like whoop, whereas this thing's like whoop kind of thing. You know what I mean? It doesn't have a punch to it. They're only like a 30C. If you were looking at a lithium polymer,
you've got more of a
more like your airplane type battery.
Yeah, more of your long flow rather than yeah. But I'm interested because I did see a plan online to make an 18650 FP3. I used a single one.
I did.
You know,
I bought for it at the local vape shop, and I bought some nickel pads. You know what I mean? Soldered them actually on. I didn't even use the what are they? spot welding. That's what they there's like a spot welder you can buy. It's like you put one thing on and it'll weld that fucking nickel pad without ever soldering your battery. It's a spot weld, and it's a little bit safer. We used to build like 6 and 7 cell batteries for our RC cars back in the day out of like C cells. Your regular rechargeable C cell battery. We used to solder that shit together all the time. So I was like, it can't be nothing with an 18650. You know what I mean? And I have soldered lithium polymer packs like your LiPo batteries. You get one cell go dead. So you get like 2 packs. One's got a dead pack and one's got 2. You like take a good pack off it and take one of those cells and put it over to the other and solder them together and make another 4-cell LiPo. I've done that shit too. And that's some dangerous shit with LiPos. That shit will explode on you quick. So you got to be real careful with that. But I've done it. I mean, lots of people have done it and shit. You can rebuild cells and whatnot, you know. You just got to be careful. Yeah. But, yeah. Because the old rechargeable cells like that, lithium polymers or lithium ions and shit, that's just like your Nikon batteries that you used to have and whatnot. They're easy to solder together, recharge them all the time. We used to do that shit for fucking RC cars all the time. But yeah, it makes a big difference the way the cell discharges and whatnot for longer flights and whatnot. So I think the flight that I got tonight was like almost 9 minutes or something like that. And I was playing around, pushing it here and there, you know, trying to, you know, full tilt, see how fast I go, that kind of thing, and just see what kind of punch it had for the battery and whatnot. So I got like 9 minutes. Carlos Scorched Earth, you know, and Drone Bum, they've been playing around. Drone Bum's got one that it's the same thing basically that he purchased without building it himself. He purchased it, and he gets like almost a 20-minute flight time off it. Pretty much same drone. So the goggles, a 1080 pixel straight into the goggles. It just burns your eyes up.
The one I saw was smaller and simpler than that. It actually used a single 18650, and that was basically like the whole body of the drone. Yeah.
You're talking one that you saw that was built. So
the guy put a kit up.
Single cell.
There you go, just like that.
18650. This is the long range 3-inch that is printable. This is 3D printed frame. So I printed it on my printer. And this is what I'm working on. But I just bought the 18650 cage for it or whatever. I still got to glue it together. It's just actually placed on there. It's just that tight of a fit that it's kind of holding on there. But yeah, that's the one I've been working on for a little while. It's 18650, and they're saying like almost like 12 minutes of flight time or something like that off of 18650 with this little thing. Long range, but dude, this is like, I think all fully assembled, it's going to probably weigh like maybe 150 grams or something like that. It's very, very light. It's just so you lose that, you're not getting it back. You're not getting it back. You know what I mean? You're sending it for the end every time you send it. Get a plastic frame that you're building yourself, and even if you know what you're doing with 3D printer,
Robbie, you got a video you want to show?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to share it though because I've got it on my hard drive here.
That's the way to do it. Screen share.
No music.
Best way.
This is an area close to our house, and instead of having churches here, because the religion here is Buddhism, they have temples. It's a church, okay? They just look a little different. Yeah. And what they do is they always
wait a minute, wait, slow down. Why did you automatically assume that we would judge?
Yeah, right.
Well, no, just so you understand, 'cause sometimes when they see
We all got some kind of religion.
Yeah, we love Buddhism.
Some kind.
All of the areas
some of us are
around the
Satanists.
they do markets around all these temples and get people to come. They pay them a little to put up a tent and sell food and stuff. And that attracts people. People come with cash and they come to the temple and put it in the jar. After they get enough money, they gradually build these temples over it might take 3 years, it might take 10 years to build that temple, but it's paid from donations from people doing it. And the gold, a lot of the gold you see that's there, it's real gold. It's not gold paint.
Yep.
It's like a gold flake that they
Gold
put on
leaf.
it. They just
Yeah.
packing it.
Yep. Yep.
And I told my
It's,
wife, I said, what keeps people from like sneaking in
Like
there and trying
gold
to like,
foil.
you know,
Scrape
steal
that
stuff
shit
off,
off
and
the
she
wall
said,
and shit, like pocket that shit, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
she said they go to prison. So
Yeah,
it
you
was-
get caught doing that
I'm
shit,
gonna-
right? It's a religious
Yeah.
type thing, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll share what I got here.
Okay.
Hey, Bill, I'm gonna pop out.
It's like
Right.
trying to take one of those notes from the Wailing Wall over in Israel or some shit. You'd probably be arrested immediately, like taking one of the notes or some shit out of the wall. You know,
Good night.
it's
Right.
religious fucking homage.
Okay, let's see here. It's 0456.
What's that file? What's that file called? Passwords, right there.
No, I don't know. I probably got a bunch of them in there.
If anybody ever hacks into my computer, I actually have a text file called passwords.
This is it.
There we go.
Oh. Yeah. Awesome.
Can y'all see it on your end?
Can you maximize that somehow?
It's maximized. I'm on a 49-inch screen.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's windowed pretty. Oh, that's because I got you. Yeah.
That's as max as it can get.
Right, because it's windowed. Gotcha.
So this is the temple in the middle. All this is like religious area here. You can see all the tents where the people are that are selling food and
Mm-hmm.
whatever else they want to sell, shoes or whatever. And this just shows kind of like what the area looks like.
Yeah, it looks very intense.
Yeah, if you look across the water, see the temple on the other side? So these are all over the place in different areas. And the problem you run into in these areas, because these are rural areas, is if you look around, are the cell phone towers. And it's not as much the tower that you see across the way. It's the cables that hold that tower up. But this is like the road that you see the traffic going down now. If you go down that road a minute, the ocean, it stops. The ocean is there. But freaking birds here are like literally everywhere. And of course, the pigeons are the worst.
Birds.
You can see the golden Buddha inside the temple.
Look at all the colorful tent caps.
Yeah.
It's just like the pastels everywhere, dude. Like all kinds of purple,
Good night, Sergio.
yellows and reds and oranges and pinks. And
Robert Glazier says, "Where is this? This is Thailand."
Yep, this is Thailand. This is Sumi Sakon is the area.
Very ornate.
When I was in the military, everybody was talking about going over to Thailand for this or that, and certain expeditions that they had, you know, like security type stuff. That was 96 Romeo, so we were like ground surveillance radar and shit. And so we did a lot of upfront, like security line, borderline type stuff, and everybody was always talking. I always wanted to go over to Thailand, man.
They've got nice
Some beautiful
boardwalks on the side
places
over here.
over there. Beautiful places.
Robbie, when you shared it, did you share screen or did you share file?
Share screen.
You can actually share file, and it would probably not have that window.
Okay, let's try it.
You give it a shot.
It didn't look like we had it expanded into full screen either.
Let me get 0459 is the file.
Share video file.
Before it was coming in great with full screen. It was.
Gives you an idea how big that screen is.
Well, it was showing full screen over here, like through the StreamYard type thing or whatever. It was like coming up, so we were off to the side, and it had like most of the screen was out, so you could see the full screen of it. But the last time it like switched up, like it was viewing from like his desktop type thing. You know what I mean?
There you go.
It exploded.
There you go.
Oh, that's better. That way I can see it off the same.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
That's how it was the first time. That last time it was different. Like he didn't fully expand it.
But he was sharing his
Look
entire
at the colors over there, man.
his entire desktop. So that's and his desktop's 42 inches, 49 inches. Wow.
This is like
I
really
took
close
my
to my
55
house.
up once, and it was way over off to the side, so it wasn't convenient. So I just put 3 monitors in front of me instead of putting that 55 in. So I got like 2 27s and a 17 now.
This is playing smoother too.
So yeah, something he did was different.
I just maximized it on my own screen just to watch it full screen here. This looks great.
Yeah, that's it.
Look at all the color though; it's so vibrant. I mean, just their color patterns, that they use there, the greens and the reds and the boats and the buildings and everything else. The color palette over there, they like vibrant colors.
Yeah.
It really stands out when you take video of it. You know what I mean? Really
So
makes
that's
your
more-
video pop that much more too.
That's more close to where I live, and that just kind of shows you a little bit of the area. Usually where I fly is further out on the actual ocean, and it varies, but there's just so many birds that roost and come in and out of the trees into the water. You really got to be careful because they're just like literally thousands flying at the drone at the same time, and sometimes they're not looking when they're going, when they're flying, they're just following.
Right.
I have noticed there's been times I've been in front of them when I'm flying. I'm the front of the V. They'll follow. So I've had to learn because we get, I guess we got marlins back home where y'all are at. When I was in the U.S., you know how the marlins do this and they're just crazy.
Scattered.
The other day I had some chasing me, and I was like, the only way I could get away is I would go and they would catch me and I'd drop. Or I'd rake straight up.
Well, it's like Philly Mike over there in Philadelphia. He's flying those patterns and he gets all those pigeons. Well, pigeons are known to fly in like a circular pattern. So he's like, they're following him in a circular pattern. But yeah, it's hard to avoid that shit. It's like a cyclone coming at you.
Cool.
Art, man, you fly drones. You got like what, fucking 25 drones you fly? Where's all your video footage, man? Where's all
I
the
just
video
posted
footage,
one
brother?
that's going to premiere tomorrow
Oh,
evening at about 7 p.m.
that's
Eastern time.
video footage of you flying the drone that you got from the cop shop.
Yep.
Which we actually premiered the video footage that you got off the SD card the last time.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So Art. So you mean to say you fly drones?
Yeah, I do fly drones.
Do you
Yeah,
fly?
he does fly drones. He has actually flown some drones in those videos, and that's where I didn't give him any shit. I was like, I was gonna give him shit. I'm like, dude, you just keep holding up a drone.
Mm-hmm.
You fly drones, but you're only holding. Where's the video? And then he flew some. I was like, oh shit, I can't even give him shit now.
Yeah, that was the tello that I was
trying to just like lure him in.
The little parrot. Yeah.
Drag him into some video, but he put that video. I was like, "Fuck!" There goes my gimmick.
Well, anyway, I know Art flies drones. Jim has flown a drone recently, but
Jim, I
yeah,
thought that was just comedy. I didn't even know he flew drones, dude.
How the hell do you think I got involved with this community?
Just because you liked how it looked.
Loneliness.
It was a good view, man. I like it.
From 401 feet.
No, he's got a Phantom.
Oh, there you go. I got a Phantom 4 Standard over there, over in the cabinet. I got a Phantom 4 Standard and I got a Mini 2. I had a Mini 1, but I sold the Mini 1. And then I've got a DJI FPV drone. So those are my big GPS type thing. And if you look on the wall, up here. Where's it at? There it is. Up there. There's a Holly Stone HS 100 up there. And I got it like 4 or 5 years ago. I was doing reviews for them and whatnot. You know, I got like 4 or 5 drones from. I tried to hook it up this last weekend. It wouldn't even connect. I think that software and everything's just outdated, and they didn't maintain their system. So Holly Stone's probably not a great company. Just saying, people.
You don't think
I was like, man, it at least fly, right? 500 meters is cool, you know. But I couldn't even get it to connect to the app. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to go to support, spend like days fucking talking to them, get the right app, the right this and that, and probably try to update the drone. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do, but yeah, it's gonna take a minute. I was like, fuck it. I just shut up. I was like, that's disappointing. I figured old software to just fire up. No, didn't do shit.
You want to see the last video I did?
It wanted to connect, but it wouldn't find the software and the app. And yeah, I don't know. We'll have to play with it some more, maybe. I go in for surgery Wednesday on my shoulder. So for 2 to 4 months, I'll be off work, and I might have time to play with something like that.
Speaking of playing with things.
Hi, everybody. I'm Uncle Extra Medium, and welcome back to my channel. This is where I tell jokes, and you laugh, or you groan, or you throw up. Some of these are pretty dark humor, but don't go all Karen on me. Some people think it's funny. As usual, here's the disclaimer. This program is rated PG and may contain mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Rated PG.
Ooh. Giving us some pointers.
Seen it coming back.
How about we hump back at my place? Woo! Hey, sweetie, you remind me of a Happy Meal. You're going to come with a toy inside.
Oh, God.
Because it broke off, or?
Hey, fellas, did you know you can tell how much a girl likes you by looking at their feet? If they're behind her ears, then she really likes
you. So John Cena's coming back to the WWE, I hear. Yeah, they're like re-promoting him and bringing him back. Some channels that are watching this and that are into wrestling and whatnot have been.
I enjoyed that so much. We're just gonna randomly grab one, ladies and gentlemen.
Random grab. Watch your drawing.
Back to my channel, where I tell jokes. They're pretty bad. Well, some are pretty dirty, some are really, really bad. And that's why I have to put a disclaimer. So here it is now. This program is rated PG and may contain mature subject matter.
Look at Jim. He's over there so embarrassed of himself. He's like rubbing his head like, oh,
holy cow.
I can't believe I did this.
She asked if it was serious. I said, nah, I'm just fucking with you.
I can deal with that, though.
Pessimist man, I'm more likely to die early. Oh, fuck, I just knew it. I know some of you have been asking about Mr. Potty. So here he is now. Hi, everybody. Mr. Pottyhead here. What's the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean? I wouldn't pay $200 to have a garbanzo bean on my face.
Chickpea. Ladies and gentlemen.
Don't pay close to that. $200. Fuck.
Guys, I'm out of here. Time for my nap.
That's like a half tank of gas, right? 200.
Well, Robbie, thank you for stopping in.
I'm waiting for Canadian. That's like 250.
Oh, you're kidding.
Here's my latest video that I haven't edited and put up yet. I'm still working on.
Behind the scenes of Jim Boshart.
Hi there, welcome to Sephora. How can I help you?
Hi, can I get a small double, please?
Okay, anything else?
Yes, can I get a Cleveland steamer? It's like a Boston cream, only messier.
You want Boston cream?
No, I want a Cleveland steamer. It's like a Boston cream, but it's just messier.
Oh, okay. You want a s'mores. It's a s'mores donut. It's a new one.
S'mores donut.
The Cleveland steamer?
Which one you are talking about, sir?
He has no idea.
It's like a Boston cream, but it's just messier.
Some messy there?
Like it's all over the place.
Okay.
You don't have a. What about a Cincinnati juice box? I brought my own straw.
Okay.
You've got a Cincinnati juice box?
No, we have this bottle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'd just take the coffee then.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Just a small double, right?
Yeah.
Right, well, thank you, sir.
There they are.
I hope you're entertaining kids today.
Oh, adult kids.
Adult kids.
I'm not allowed to be around kids.
Was that Ken Heron?
They're going to call the cops now.
Who's that kid, Aaron?
Hi, small double.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Hi. So you don't have any Cleveland steamers? Did you run out?
Have which one?
Cleveland steamers.
No, we don't have those.
No?
Sorry.
I wonder how much it would cost.
Nice tire, I like it.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
He likes my tie.
You just can't make that shit up, dude. You just can't make shit up. That Foxworthy made his lifestyle on that shit. You just can't make it up. You know what I mean? It's real stuff. That's what's the funniest stuff. The real stuff is funniest, you know?
Mm-hmm. Could have asked him for a Dirty Sanchez, I guess.
Right. I mean, there's so many options. He could have kept them there at the damn drive-thru window for like 10 minutes, ask, you know, like a bartender, can you make this? Can you make that? Fuck. He could have been there all day. They'd have been like, no, sir.
I'm starting to wonder whether people know what a Cleveland steamer is, Jim.
No, not many. What about the Cincinnati juice box? Because I brought.
No, that's the new one on me. That's the new one on me. But you saying that you had a straw for it kind of gave me a clue.
You gotta get her wet.
And the Alabama Hot Pocket, the other one.
Right before she squirts, she slip in a straw.
Well, do you know what Dirty Sanchez is?
Yeah.
Do you?
Poor Artie's like, oh my gosh. I've never had her ask for that.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Hi, welcome to Jim Boshart. Hi, can I help you?
Hi, yes. Can I get a small double?
Okay.
And can I try one of those new Alabama Hot Pockets? One of those new Alabama Hot Pockets.
No, we don't have that one.
You don't have an Alabama Hot Pocket here. Wow. Okay. How about a bottle of Pepsi?
Okay. I think
You got Pepsi?
no, we have only Sprite and Coke.
You got Coke?
Sounds like
Yes,
Okay.
she's Mexican.
Okay, I'll take a gram.
In a Canadian accent with American.
1 gram.
Sorry?
1 gram of Coke. You don't have them in grams? Just bottles?
We have this bottle here.
Oh, okay. I'll just have the coffee then.
Okay, that's everything. Thank you, Grandma.
Sorry.
Hi.
Small double, right?
Yes.
165, please.
I must have got the name confused with that Alabama Hot Pocket.
So what do you need?
Okay, thanks. Pardon?
Uh,
The Alabama Hot Pocket.
hot party?
Hot Pocket. The Alabama Hot Pocket. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay,
How you
bye-bye.
spell?
How you spell? Oh my word!
Eh?
See, the problem is they don't speak English here in Brampton.
Right. It's like a French Canadian English kind
No,
of a mix thing.
No, they're not French Canadian. No.
They're all East Indian.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the humor is way, way lost on
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
them.
No, I understand.
Google Alabama Hot Pocket.
You know what's funny thing? I don't know what that is.
I bet he could do a whole show about it, though. He doesn't know what it is, but by the time he Googles it, he can do a whole show about it.
If he had to do a whole show on it, would probably last about a minute and a half.
We're in Florida,
Anyway.
man. We can show it all over the beaches.
Oh my! You know, Jim, you're one of a kind, brother. I'll tell you, you got some nerve. You really do. But I guess if you go out wearing, white face and as a clown, you say whatever you want and do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was young, my parents, for like supplemental income, my mom was working. My dad was dyslexic. He never had a job, kind of thing. He did like newspaper delivery, this or that. So he was always trying to make money. So there was like a flea market that we had up the road. And there was this clown that would dress up. I mean, he'd put on the makeup and he'd come up and he'd like pass out balloons and this and that. I don't know what it was, but dude, I actually like for Halloween for like 4 years, I dressed up as a clown and I built up my costume. I had like the suspenders off of big old oversized trousers and oversized shoes. And dude, I'd go up there and like face paint my makeup and everything else. And I'd hang out with him and we'd fucking, dude, we have a good time up there like every weekend at the flea market.
Was his name John Wayne?
Like when I was like 15 still, you know what I mean? I don't know. I got over it.
I bet he.
I guess just hasn't reached that point. I don't know.
You want to know my problem? My problem is I've got nobody to be my cameraman.
Yeah, there's
They're all
nobody in
embarrassed.
Canada, right?
They're
Because
all
the population is so
embarrassed.
limited. Nobody's like, dude, I don't even want to film that. I feel disgusting. I feel dirty trying to film Jim.
My son's
I can imagine, If he had a cameraman, could you imagine the clips in between? Instead of just like girls and flashy shit he pulls off the internet, they'd be strippers and shit. Oh, I didn't know she could pose like that.
No, Laura, I didn't. Here we go. Laura's talking to us over here. Let's say hello to Laura.
Laura, good to see you.
How you doing, honey? I did see. Oh, Susan Lee's in the chat. We wouldn't have shown those videos if I knew you were here, Susan or Laura. Anyway, Laura is flying her brand new drone, and do you want me to show it? I could show it in here, Laura. No, I didn't watch it. I got the sneak peek for everybody else.
We can watch it live right here now, though, if you'd like. Though,
yeah, let's put her up.
I mean, give everybody a view of it. Make sure everybody sees it, and they can go watch it for themselves to get it in great view. Because we know how the internet is, and it fucking chops everything down for us. But
I got it.
Put up his regular picture so that we see him with his
put it up.
Nipples out. The little Llama Laura's got a video. Jim's got his nipples out. That's just weird. Just saying.
I can't do the music though, Laura.
This is the Late Show, right?
Yeah, it is.
Uncle Bill After Dark.
Art's here. He's ready.
Adult Swim.
He's been waiting all week to get dirty and funky.
Laura was in Scotland.
Ooh. Scotland. My home territory. sort of.
I like that transition. That's neat.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful there, huh? But this is Laura. She's got a mini SE.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a killer drone, dude. Like, from what I hear of all the drones that DJI has out, if you got the Mini SE or the Air 2 SE, you pretty much, well, now that the Mini 3 is out, it kind of blows the Mini SE out. But it was like the Mini SE and the Air 2 SE were like the best all around kind of thing, the middle ground for price.
Blue the water is.
Looks like a great beach.
Yeah.
Hey. Hot.
And Laura said when she got back from Scotland,
right next to a trailer park.
David was there and he was falling asleep on her, which irritated her because she was gone for what, a couple of weeks or a week or whatever. He comes home and he's falling asleep on her. So she said, "Get up from piercing your ears," and he fell asleep. And he woke up and she was piercing his ears.
Other than the quarter-mile walk from the trailer park to the actual water, location. Who'd have thought a trailer park right next to the beach like that? I mean, that's got to be the most popular trailer park there, dude. I mean, everybody right there. Small houses, close to the beach.
Good night, Michael.
I hope the weather's good. Knowing how trailer parks are, but that's just crazy. That's the closest I've ever seen a trailer park to like an ocean type beach.
Yeah, did you just see that transition? I need to get there. Just another one.
Yeah, those are great transitions.
Yeah,
I need and the bubbles and like a water drop kind of thing, just washing in. And I bet you could slow them down so they could really make it look more like a water drop, like bloop. You know what I mean? Just slow it down so the transition made it really water droppy.
I gotta get me one of those
washed out
programs.
Dude, I used Adobe for a while. I was paying like $31 a month and like editing like 4 videos a month. I'm
There's
like,
Laura.
it's too expensive for 4 videos. I'm not making any money, so I kind of skipped out of that in the last 6 months. I kind of gotten away from all the expensive shit and trying to do things and just.
Is that an oil rig in the back?
Free programs.
Is that an oil rig out there?
It looks like it is way out in the distance, doesn't it?
That's London.
That's a pirate ship.
Pilot shit. What?
No, pirate ship. Pyrite. Oh, wait. I don't know.
Movia?
Okay.
She says the music's from YouTube.
Oh, is it?
That's the best way to do it. You know, you ain't getting no copyrights if you use YouTube music, right? You just got to spend a lot of time finding the music.
No, I click on it. Boom. There it is. Take it or leave it.
There's some nice sunlight and good, across the water and shit. That was good, dude.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Laura.
Yay.
Little sound effect.
Nice she is.
Little delayed.
Yeah, good for you, honey. I'm glad you. Well, guys, it's 12 o'clock. I think I'm going to call it quits.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
I would
probably
just
good.
find
'Cause
I
I don't
would
think
just
I need
find out the
another beer
program
before I
name.
go to bed. So
She's not sure what movie.
it's supposed to be to work at 9 in the morning. That's 9 hours from now, less than 9 hours now. But I'm supposed to sleep between now and then. We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, it was good to see you again.
Yeah, all right. Good to see you too,
Don't-
buddy.
Don't be a stranger. I do a show on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm usually there, kind of lurking in the things on the weekends and whatnot. I got so much stuff. I usually go in and I lurk and just kind of hang out in the shadows and listen. And I give you watch time, but
That's
sometimes
good. That's good.
like tonight was the political things. I'm like, I listen a little bit, and I try not to get into it because. The two things I always was told younger was never play pool with an old man and never talk politics with an old man. So I try to avoid those two topics most of the time. So
you avoid old people then. Huh?
Well, no, I don't avoid old people because there's a lot of them around.
Yeah.
My community, I tend to be with old people, but
Who are you telling? I live in Florida. Hey,
yeah, right. Well, I'm from Michigan, dude. We all go down there during the winter, so yeah, they're all my neighbors.
Laura, is this the app Movavi?
Mojave, yes.
I think so.
Yeah, the Mojave, yeah. That's the one.
Well, all right, Bill. Good night. Thanks for having me, and Jim, good to see you as always, and
Thanks, Art.
Billy.
Yeah,
take
check
care,
that
man.
out. It looks like
Have a
it's
good
free.
night, folks.
Yeah.
Right. Good night, folks.
Enjoy.
Bye.
All right, guys. Good night, Artie. He's gone. Good night, Mike. He's gone. Now it's just me and you, Jim. We're still on, by the way.
Yeah. I do need to talk to you off screen.
Okay. Let's. But anyway, here, write that down.
I did.
Okay, cool.
See,
You have the paid version. How much is it? I didn't look it up.
it was free.
Well, she says she has the paid version.
Oh, see, Mojave Video Editor Plus.
There you go. All right.
See, I wasn't just lying. I wasn't just pushing you off.
Let me see. Buy now. It's 50. 1 year license, $55 for the full version, and then lifetime for $75. Now I paid $60 for Filmora, but I don't know if you can still get it for that. I got the lifetime license, but it was $59.90. Some kind of special thing came across on the phone because they also have a mobile app version.
I have to play with it first before I invest money into it.
Well, it's just nice. You can download this and try it. Yep.
Yeah. And buy. Yep. You got it, Charles.
Yeah. He really takes notes. Yeah, see, he really does take notes.
I really did. I watched the
Oh, Rob
TikTok.
paid for it? I got you. All right.
I
That's
watched
nice.
TikTok 4 times because I had to write down notes. It goes by so fast. So
Well, it looks like Filmora's got a free download version too. It's probably watermarked. It's probably watermarked until you pay for it.
That's what Scott's saying. But if I had any questions, I can go to you.
Okay, they increased it from $69.99 to Filmora is $80 for lifetime updates.
When it comes to YouTube, droning, this, that, and the other, to me, money's no issue. I don't give a shit. I'm not.
Money's no object, huh? Well, then
I don't give a shit.
then pay $31 a month for for Adobe Premiere. That's crazy. See, I don't do prescriptions. No, I do. I do some prescriptions, but I subscribe. I don't like doing subscriptions. I like to buy it. And why would you pay $50 a year when you can get the perpetual plan for $80? That makes no sense to me.
every time I see add to cart, I just go, ha ha, Jordan, there goes your inheritance. I love that little prick. You know what?
But anyway, all right, guys. I really am gonna end the broadcast. Thanks for y'all, guys. We're down to 7, and my 7 favorite people. And no, it's true. We got Susan Lee and Laura and Charles Galushki and Scott Nadeau and Charles Galushki and who else? Have Drone Will Fly. Have a good one. Thank you. And you guys have a great night and keep them flying.